So I unceremoniously resigned because I was confronted with, it was now, the vibe was not friendly. I looked suspicious. Of course, I had gone against my contract and basically breached the contract. So Mwanza was not a happy space anymore. Again, remember that character, the drifter? The drifter comes in and I ran away. Got to Dar es Salaam, settled in properly. At that time, not even knowing, or I think not knowing that I've actually broken national laws, immigration laws, labor laws. You understand? Because I was an expatriate overseas. I was overseas, bro. Yeah, I was overseas. So, but I had broken national laws. You understand? So my first day on air, guys come and pick me up. Guys come and pick me up. So there was a wrangle between Honorable Anthony Diallo, the proprietor, Sahara Communications, and Chairman Reginald Mengi. Mr. Reginald Mengi passed on in 2021, I think. So there was a battle. So here I was, DJ Bush Baby, a brand. I have two media moguls, you know, battling and fighting over me. No, he's my guy, he's my guy. I want him, I want him, I want him, I want him. Okay? So I think they reached a consensus that I should go off air and first have certain things resolved. And that meant that I had to nullify the pre-existing work permit. And what that means is, I think one of the procedures is you have to leave the country and then apply afresh and then come back. That process had not even been executed. I was bungled up. Next minute, I'm on a KQ flight to Entebbe. 45 minutes. Dar es Salaam to Entebbe. Boop. Entebbe. Back home. So I'm back home. Family is looking at me. Twakugamba. We told you. We told you. We told you. We told you. It was not sustainable. Twagamba. Rejection here and there. Guys had left here, of course, probably didn't feel well or didn't wish me well. Yeah, we told you. We told you. My OBs, some OGs, we told you, we told you. So I was here for about 6 months. That's now 2001, about 6 months. Then something really tragic happens globally. Osama bin Laden, at that time, allegedly attacks America. America gets attacked by jihadists at that time. And for some reason, Rodney had traveled. He had flown to New York. So there was an international grounding of all flights for some time. So while in Kampala with my frustrations here and there. So to show you that I was hooked and addicted to fame. And I wanted to play at another level. Like the addiction kept on, you know, the quest kept on morphing into something bigger. At that time, I would have compromised and, you know, settled for less and said, you know, okay, guys have heard about East Africa, okay? They've heard about Bush Baby. There's a Ugandan there, but they're not sure, they're not certain. Then all of a sudden, it's off air. I could have used that small leverage at that time and perhaps got a job. Basically, got enrolled either on one of the stations here. But again, I came here and I was like, I'm not for this level. My level is the other side. You understand? So that is how hungry I was. So I stayed here for about 6 months, and then I started making phone calls to IPP Media. There was this specific HR. It was called Mr. Semvua. Very difficult person to relate with. I would call, and whenever he would pick up my phone calls, he would tell me, lakini wewe kila saa unapiga simu, kwani uko Uganda hakuna kazi? You understand? As in, but you guy, you keep on calling. What's wrong with you? You want to tell me that in Uganda there are no jobs? Are there no jobs in Uganda? But I was persistent. I didn't make it through with Semvua, Mr. Semvua. I forgot about him, and then I went to my old man. He had an office at Nkrumah Road, rather. I was running a security firm at that time, Nile Guards Limited. And I begged, swallowed my pride, and I begged. I told him, look, I want you to do for me one thing. Get me fare that gets me to Nairobi to Dar es Salaam by bus. Don't give me pocket money, don't give me, I don't know, contingency, I don't know what. No, just give me fare from here to Nairobi Nairobi, Dar es Salaam. The rest I'll handle. Gave me cash. I walked down to the Winton Road where Mawingo bus service at that time. That was their station, the Winton Road, downtown Kampala. I made my booking, came back to Mengo. I was staying at Mengo. My old man had a hotel there that he was running, so that's why it was like my humble abode at that time. Picked up my few belongings. 5 p.m. we set off. By I think 7 or 8, we're in Busia. Immigration, get stamps, exit stamps out of Uganda. We set off for Nairobi. 4 a.m. I'm in Nairobi, freshen up, then we switch buses to Namanga. So the distance between Namanga and Nairobi is, I think it's a 2-hour journey. But I've never spoken to God like that in that stretch. Okay, in those 2 hours. I kept on telling God, God, just help me cross Namanga. I get in there. So what gave me the confidence was when I was bungled up, put on a flight, KQ back to Entebbe, I looked through my passport and the existing work permit had not been nullified. So I didn't get one of those funny rejection or persona non grata stamps. It was a clean exit, Entebbe entry. So it meant I could still freely get back to Tanzania. So I reached Namanga, exit Kenya, cross over to Tanzania, no man's land. My heart is the heartbeat is man, it's doubled, it's tripled, quadrupled. I'm anxious. I get to the queue, immigration, and I give the guy my passport. And the guy says, "Oh, you have a work permit." I was like, "Oh, chindid. Like, okay, that's good. She says, okay. Like, you're the guy. You're Bush baby. I was like, okay, I'm busted. Chindid or no chindid. But the guy was happy. He was excited. He was seeing a celebrity. You understand? My confidence levels get up. Small banter here and there in Kiswahili. Pop to the bus. We board the bus, go through Masai land, enter Arusha. We get to Arusha. The bus breaks down. It's about 5 something. The bus breaks down. We wait for another bus to come from Nairobi, come pick us up, and then proceed to Nairobi. I mean to Dar es Salaam. It's very far. Arusha, Dar es Salaam, it's very far. Again, Tanzania is a huge country. It's a huge country. But all that time, my mental space is okay. I thank God I've dodged this bullet. I've skipped this. But I'm thinking, will I find Rodney there? Is the job still there? Is Honorable Diallo, still looking for me? Has immigration put out an alert for me? Like, when you see movies, they amplify certain things in your mind and start imagining, are there posters all over there about my face, like this is a wanted guy and things like that. So I'm timid, I'm scared, but there's something in me that says no, continue, go, move on. So the replacement of the bus comes, picks us up, we go through Moshi, drive through central Tanzania. We get to Dar es Salaam at about 3 a.m. I get a special hire. They call them taxis the other side. Interestingly, the special hires the other side are called taxis. I got a taxi and I told them I'm going to Mikocheni B. Mikocheni B is where I resided, but most of the staff members of IPP Media, even IPP Media was actually located in Mikocheni B. But I didn't know exactly where I was going. There's a friend called Don Carole, was a Kenyan, we were with him in Mwanza, but he also, we moved together almost at the same time to Dar es Salaam. So he was also at East Africa Radio. At the time I was bungled up and brought back, he stayed back. So I wanted to go to his place, but I could not remember the street or the gate. So we drove around Mikocheni B, the neighborhood, by the Indian Ocean, drove around. Suddenly I see a familiar gate. I tell the guy I think that's the gate. We got to the gate. Looking at the watch, time check, it's 3:30, coming a.m., 4 a.m. Now Tanzanians are very courteous. They're very courteous people. They're very understanding. They're very accommodating. Of course, if you cross them the wrong way, they'll serve you what you deserve. But this guy was kind enough to tell me, okay, at least I'm glad you've reached where you think it's familiar, you understand the place, and maybe there's a sense of security. But if you think about it, realistically, 3 a.m. you're in a foreign country, you're knocking at people's gates, you're banging at people's, you're moving around people's perimeter fences and walls, and you could easily, a Maasai, you know, the security there is a Maasai. The Maasai is the guy who will throw a rungu at you or a kasali kakwata. It's something that borders stupidity, and I don't know how you can describe that, but it shows that burning desire of something I badly wanted, which was fame. Okay, so he leaves me there. Then another light bulb moment goes off, and I'm like, okay, I've been here before. I know how this compound looks. I know what this gate looks like inside. I remember this gate inside normally has no padlock. And I'm praying at that moment it doesn't have a padlock. So I decide, over chindia, I climb over the perimeter wall, jump over, in. I do some basic observation around. There's nobody clearly in the compound. And thankfully, either by luck or by God's grace, I don't know, the gate has no padlock. I mean, the lock has no padlock inside, just as it had hit me in my thought. So I open the small gate, get my suitcase, a couple of things, lock the gate, go and knock at the guy's door. Done. It's me, Bush. No response. So he had a laundry room, which was like a servant's quarter, SQ, 2 rooms. It had a washing machine and a couple of other things, and an ironing board. I got in there. In Arusha, I had bought a fabric, what we call a lesu, a wrapper. I got that wrapper, laid on the floor, bare floor, cement. Had a smaller radio, word receiver, switched it on, tuned East Africa radio. Of course, it was coming to 5 now. They were playing music. I blacked out. It's the sweetest sleep I've ever had. Sweetest sleep I've ever had. So I wake up, I lose sleep, I think at about 9:45 a.m. and I hear Dan on radio. He makes a link. As in, a link is he speaks in the mic. He speaks in the mic, and I'm like, oh, so this guy is actually, his fool is actually around. So it means he still lives here. So 10 a.m. his show ends. After about 45 minutes, he comes and he opens, and he sees me seated at the veranda. He's like, Push, is that you? Am I looking at a ghost? I'm like, it's okay, it's me. I'm back. We shall have time and catch up, and I'll tell you, everything about how I ended up here. But one thing, is Rodney around? Is Rodney Mutie Mengi around? He's like, yeah, he's actually in office. I was like, dude, take care of my stuff. I'm coming. It was a walking distance, same neighborhood, Mikochen B. I walked to IPP Media, walked through security, barged into Rodney's office. He was signing some documents on his desk, and he's like, Bosh. He had an accent, polished, Bosh. So happy to see you. Have a seat. Mekwaje, how are you? I was actually in the process of telling Mr. Semfwa to reach out and get in touch, and I was about to, dispatch an air ticket for you so you can come back, and we fix things. And sorry for what happened. I went to the States, and flights were grounded, and so there's a breakdown of communication. I told him it is okay. It is okay. I want one thing. I want to work. I just want to work.